Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner, and guys, welcome back to Comic Book Haul week number 53. But before we get started in this week's haul, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update about my channel and the series that are going to be coming to this channel and the little changes here and there to try to make the channel better and to make it more interactive for you, the viewers, and to have a little bit more fun. Instead of just doing comic book review after comic book review, I'm going to make everything into somewhat of a series now, okay? And I'm going to do things a little bit where you get best of both worlds, okay? I know a lot of people like my individual reviews, and I mostly did a new series, like a test pilot series of Spider Slayer's comic book countdown with a whole bunch of comics, and people like that as well. So I'm going to change things up a little bit. I've gotten some positive feedback about the 50 years of Spider-Man, and this has all been a test to see how things would go. So here's what I'm going to do. Every week we're still going to have the comic book haul. On Thursdays, most likely, unless something happens with my schedule, we're going to have the comic book haul on Thursdays. And on Fridays, I'm going to start a new series that's going to be about one particular comic, and it's going to do like my in-depth reviews, how I do a walkthrough. It's going to be a spotlight comic, so it's going to be Dark Avengers issue 1 comic book spotlight, and I'm going to go in-depth review about this particular book, what the features are, what makes it so good or so bad or whatnot. And what this series is going to be is you guys are going to try to pick the book. If I don't get any responses, then I'll pick the book myself. But each week, I want you guys to pick the book on what you want me to review in depth to get more information about this book. That will be the spotlight book. So that will be on Fridays. So tomorrow I'm going to do a spotlight on a particular book. If you guys want to pick a book from this week's comics, if it's not enough time for you, I understand. But you can start thinking about next week's comics. And if there's one book out there, you know, whoever gets the most votes on a particular book, or the first person that responds, or if I'm not reviewing it on Dark Avenger Inc., I'll pick that book and do a shout out and let you know about this viewer that's watching or whatnot, and then I will review that book in depth. Okay, so that will be on Fridays. And on Mondays, we're going to have Spider Slayer's comic book countdown. This is where I count down from my favorite comic of the week, or from the worst comic to the week, to the first comic, to the best comic, and then just do a complete review of the books. Not in depth, just a little bit of each story, so I get every comic that I bought for the week touched on, so you guys get my insight on these particular books. So that's what I'll be doing there. On Mondays. And then on Tuesdays, every Tuesday you're going to get celebrating 50 years of Spider-Man, which has been a nice series that I introduced earlier on, and we're going on to episode 7, and I got a lot of positive feedback on it. And that's going to be where you guys can pick a villain or a story that you want me to review, or a first appearance, or anything that has to do with Spider-Man. I'll do the research, and you guys, and then I'll give a shout out to that person, and you know, and I'll review that book or whatnot. So I'm trying to make it a little bit more interactive for all you guys, and so we can get a little bit closer. And then on the Spider Slayer's comic book countdown, I also want to see your guys' opinion on your rankings of those particular books for the week as well. So that's what you have every week. That will be somewhat of the schedule. If it's on and off a little bit of the days, it's just because of my weekly schedule, but that will be the consistent schedule. So again, Thursdays you'll have the comic book haul. Fridays you'll have the comic book spotlight featuring a specific title. Mondays you'll have Spider Slayer's comic book countdown. Tuesdays you'll have celebrating 50 years of Spider-Man. And this won't change. I will review The Walking Dead on this channel each and every week. So we will have that, or I'm sorry, The Walking Dead. We're going to have the comic book. That will be reviewed regardless, because I've been doing that since I started this channel. And I've been doing that since I started this channel, and I'm not going to change that because I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. So I will definitely do that for all of you guys because I've been doing it from the beginning. Sorry about that, I got a text here. So with that being said, sorry about that. So with that being said, we're going to get into the haul, and hopefully you guys will like this new format, kind of a scheduled like channel, so you know what days to look forward to my videos, and hopefully new subscribers will like this as well. And then I still have kind of like an in-depth review once a week of a particular book. And then if you guys are looking for more in-depth reviews, then you can go on to Dark Avenger Inc. And I will be doing my in-depth reviews there, where you get a little bit more detail of the book and walkthrough. So I'm still doing my reviews over there. So all right, enough of that rambling on stuff. Let's get going with the haul. All right, so this week's haul, bam, bag's gone. What did we get in the haul? I got an Agent Ultron promo card. Oh yeah, pretty cool. Not only did I get one, I got two. Can't stop that, can ya? Who's buying Age of Ultron? Are you guys buying Age of Ultron out there? There's a lot of books. I mean, in March there's 4 books. In April there's 7 books. In May there's 5 more books. In June there's 8 books. So there's a lot of Age of Ultron going on. So I want to know, guys, who's buying this series? Because I'm planning on buying it, and I plan on doing a review on it, and I'm hoping it's going to be good, but I will be buying Age of Ultron. Next we have Marvel Now previews. It's a preview of some of the new titles that are coming out in the coming months. A couple of them have already come out, but one of them is Guardians of the Galaxy. You get a little preview of Uncanny X-Men that's coming out. You also get a preview of Nova, issue number 1 that's coming out, which, by the way, looks freaking awesome. Look at this page. Oh my god, that looks so good. So I am definitely on board with Nova. Then you got Wolverine issue 1, which is kind of hard to really get a good detail on it because it's black and white art, and I kind of don't feel for it. And then you have Uncanny X-Force, which has already been released, and Defenders issue number 1 that was just released today. So, oh, and Secret Avengers, which I won't be purchasing. I got enough Avengers titles. So I got Guardians of the Galaxy, so I got this preview book with Guardians of the Galaxy on it. So, comic time. Here we go. Now keep in mind, which book do you want for a specific spotlight that you want me to review on here tomorrow. So, from DC Comics, we have Earth 2, issue number 9. This is a good issue as far as I know. I think, was it Dr. Fate is coming in this issue. Looks pretty cool. Artwork's always nice. This book has been very consistent. Artwork has been good. I'm really enjoying Earth 2. I love the last issue too. That was very cool. But this is pretty neat to see Flash here, basically in the hand, and it's excellent. I like the book. It's a fun book. Next, from DC, this was a pickup, and this is a stretch. Maybe you guys might want to see this book in the spotlight. It's Green Arrow issue number 17. We have a new creative team on this book, and it is Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrento. This book's art looks really different from what we've been used to on this title, but from what I heard the story is really good. So I'm very interested. Check out that right there. So if you guys are interested in a spotlight for this particular book, let me know. Issue 17 of Green Arrow. Next we have a new #1 from Marvel, and that is Defenders #1, or Fearless Defenders. And this book's cover looks really nice, and I'm interested to see what this story is going to be about. I mean, it's not every day that you see rain pouring on Valkyrie like that. It's pretty interesting. I like the artwork in the book so far. It looks pretty nice, and yeah, I'm interested to see where this book actually goes. You know, you got ninjas on one side and you got like troll demons on the other side, so pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to reading this one. So guys, let me know if you want this one in the spotlight for tomorrow. So Defenders, issue #1. Next, we have Venom, issue #31. And last issue where we left off with Toxin at the last page, and Venom is looking at Toxin, and you're like, uh-oh, are these two going to do some battle? I don't know. We're going to have to see, but it's going to be interesting to see where Eddie Brock goes with the new symbiote attached to him, and how him and Venom are actually going to get along in this thing. So very, very cool. Venom, issue #31. Next, we have from Marvel, All New X-Men, issue #7. Last issue, we saw Mystique find out that there was a Cyclops, or a younger Cyclops, doing battle against Wolverine, and that's how the issue ended. And now on the cover here, we can see Mystique kind of hugging Cyclops. It was interesting to see where this title has gone, but this has been my favorite title so far, and I cannot wait to read this bad boy. So guys, let me know if you want this book in the spotlight. So All New X-Men, issue #7. I've been waiting for this one. Iron Man, issue #6. I like the cover. This is an A versus X aftermath, and it's called The God Killer. Now, Iron Man has been a very poor read in those first 5 issues. But from what I heard today, I heard that this was a much improved book, and I'm very much looking forward to reading it and seeing where this story goes. For me, I think this is the true beginning of this title, and we'll see if it improves or not. So guys, let me know if you want this book in this week's spotlight to do a in-depth review on. Next, we have New Avengers, issue #3. This last issue was awesome, and I'm so curious to see how these Earths are going to collide and all this crazy nonsense. And the really good thing about this issue, or this cover, if you look into detail here, you can see the reflections of Captain America's shield. That is awesome. Of all the Illuminati characters right there, that is really cool. See how close I can get. That is awesome. I love this cover, and it was a great read, and Hickman's doing a nice job on this book, so really interesting to see where this is going. And guys, let me know if you want this book in this week's spotlight. And next, we have the Superior Spider-Man, issue #3. This title, I love it so far. We're all done with the Mary Jane wrap-up. We know now that Spider-Man and Mary Jane are not getting together. So now we're going to see what's next in Superior's line to destroy Peter Parker's life. It's going to be really interesting to see. I love the cover where it shows the spider insignia, and I just love how it's just a dark looking Spider-Man, and that's what this book has really been about. The art is done by Ryan Stegman, and this book will actually be reviewed on Dark Avenger Inc., so you can catch that one on Dark Avenger Inc. And last but not least for this week, I did go out and get this. I was a sucker for it, but I have to do it because I guess this is the official last book of The Amazing Spider-Man. Even though it's the same, it's a different cover, and it's the second print, and it's the obviously second print variant edition with Dr. Octopus swinging along with his webs, and the tribute to the issue 300 with the 700s in the background. So I had to get this book. I guess technically, if you want to look at it, this could be the last issue. I don't know, but I'll go for it. So Amazing Spider-Man issue 700 variant with Spider or Dr. Octopus on it. So I loved it. I loved it a lot. So guys, let me know this week, or let me know tonight if you do watch this video, what book you want in the comic book spotlight to get in-depth reviewed. And if you don't see some of the reviews, you know, if you want to see some more reviews, you can go on Dark Avenger Inc. and you can see some more. And then on Monday, like I said, you can go up on there and you can check out Spider Slayer's comic book countdown to see where I rank these and how I felt on my ratings on them and everything else. So guys, that's all I have for you. Hopefully you'll like this kind of new format where my channel is going. And let me know about it, and let me know about the comic you want to pick to be spotlighted as. So guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner, and this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, everyone. I'll see you real soon. Bye.